I've been meaning to make this video for a while. The healthcare system is one that in the US is predominantly white. I'm not here to say it's right or wrong. I'm just saying what it is. For those of you that are new here, my name is McGadney. I'm pursuing medical school. I'm currently studying to take the MCAT. I graduated from Howard University last year. And, you know, I'm a black man trying to go into medicine. There are certain things that people don't really expect when pursuing a path. And this was one of them for me. I knew, you know, just being black in America comes with what it comes with. But for whatever reason, I thought the healthcare system would be different, and it's not. To make a long story short, I was working at this place, going through the trainings and things like that. They gave me a temporary password to use, and this is what it said on it. Managing monkeys too. Mind you, the one person I was training under was the one other black dude. He was from Sudan. So managing monkeys too. Mind you, the job I was trying to get was a medical scribe. So like, for those of you that don't know, it's essentially a doctor's note taker. Like I follow the doctor into the room, I'm taking down notes. That was essentially what I was doing. So now we're gonna go back. Okay, one of the most important things that you need in order to get into medical school is clinical experience. It's very heavily expected. I have a little bit, but I wanted more while I'm, you know, taking my time to study. I figured I would work part-time and just, you know, get more experience. So I applied, they put me through this whole crazy process. Mind you, I don't want to air out the company. Like a part of me does, and I might. Ooh, but wait, it wasn't fault, if I'm being honest. It was definitely, So they had me going through like months of online training, literally months. I'm not exaggerating. I finally get in person. This is within the first week, and you know, I'm doing well. I'm picking up on things fast, and I'm realizing, damn, this is kind of ass. Medical scribing is kind of boring. But then, you know, I need to go get my account made. I go upstairs to this IT dude. Now, this IT dude is the most stereotypical IT dude you can think of. So picture IT dude for a second. I'm chopping it up with him. Small talk, whatever, he's making my shit. And he writes it down on a piece of paper, this piece of paper. And I look at it and I saw monkeys off rip. And my initial thought honestly was like, you know, my initials is MM. So maybe it was auto-generated, folded up, walk downstairs. I go downstairs. Actually, I'm like, yo, thank you, appreciate it. Bye. Right, don't think nothing of it. Not nothing, but like monkey, kind of weird. Walk downstairs, talk to the dude that's training me. And I show him, and as I'm like opening it and I read it off, I'm like, wait a damn minute. Cause I first typed in the password and I just put in monkey 2, cause for whatever reason I thought managing had something to do with whatever the password was. And then that didn't work. And then I typed in managing monkeys, and I'm like, it worked. Bruh, I was pissed. At this point I'm heated. At this point I'm mad. Cause at this can't be a coincidence. It really can't. So I was mad. I finished the day. Go home. I talked to my dad about it because I was confused, because it was like, I've been trying to get this job for months and I need the clinical experience, and you know, this was the only thing that gave. But you know, after just thinking it through and further consideration with my pops, you know, I decided to resign. Next day, manager calls me. She's like, yo, like, I'm so sorry this happened. There's no excuse for this. I'm gonna try and get to the bottom of this, whatever. She texts me the next day. She's like, so I actually have good news. I was like, all right. She's like, wanna hop on the phone? I said, sure. Hop on the phone. She's talking about something. Yeah, so apparently everybody gets that password.
What?
I took that as two things, right? One, they're bullshitting and they're trying to cover ass. Two, even if that was the case, you're gonna everybody in this company got the password managing monkeys. And then to write that on one of the only black people's in the company's name and hand it to them is odd. Also, someone just, wow. That's how you know you're in the middle of nowhere. Someone just drove by me on a side-by-side. On top of that, so I was gonna be working in Peoria, Illinois, right? I was training in Peoria. But what they didn't tell me once they hired me was once I was done with my training, gonna be bouncing between Peoria and Pekin. Pekin, Illinois is one of the most racist towns I've ever heard of. Their high school mascot until I think the 70s or 80s was the Chinks. Okay. Like I told people, I was like, oh yeah, they might have me in Pekin. They're like, bro, you need to leave. So then there's also that, right? I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, dip. I was walking into some of the rooms with these doctors. Mind you, this is in Peoria, and I could tell some people was looking at me different, looking at me weird, not acknowledging my presence. And I didn't think nothing of it because I'm like, whatever, like, I'm not the doctor. But like, I'll look on there because I have the you know what I'm saying, system pulled up. And it would always be one of those random ass towns like that is out the way, like Pekin or like another one. The reason I wanted to share this was, one, if there's anyone ever going through this, bro, keep pushing. We're not gonna let anybody stop us. Two, I did get a new job. Took some time, took some prayers, a bit of biting the bullet to resign and be like, fuck, like now I need to look for another job again. And I will say this was a blessing in disguise, because this new job is gonna be so much more fulfilling and just rich in information, knowledge, and experience. Just a thought, you know, keep pushing, try your best. Don't let nothing get in your way. If you have a goal, don't let anything get in the way. Subscribe if you're new. We're trying to make the 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I love you. Maximum mentality to the fucking moon. Y'all gonna be my witness. Love y'all.
Perfect.